What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the channel. Quando eu começo esse vídeo, você já sabe que é Evil Dia. A long day of language learning. A long day of language learning. Eu vi a thumbnail antes dele mudar. Era... Eu acho que não era... Tenho quase certeza, não era esse título. É tipo assim... Estudando pelo Dream Spanish. Era alguma coisa assim. E o... Eu acho que é o mesmo vídeo. Eu vou até olhar aqui. Era um vídeo de Estudando pelo Dream Spanish. É isso mesmo, ele não tem vídeo nesse título. Então era esse que ele trocou. Beleza. Let's go.
What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the channel. It is another fucking freezing morning here in Sydney, Australia.
Tá aparecendo
Okay,
mesmo.
let's talk time. It is currently 7:44 in the morning. So what does that mean? Well, I start work at 9,
7h44 da manhã.
so therefore I got some time to get some Chinese production practice in. But before we snap into that, I want to talk about my plans for the immediate future. So shortly coming up, I'm going to be taking roughly 30 days off from work, where I'm literally just going to be chillaxing here. That means I have 30 days to myself. What should I do for 30 days? Now, I was thinking, okay, hear me out, because you're probably already typing something crazy down in the comment section, like learn Latin in 30 days. Okay, no, just chillax, okay? Just hold off on the fucking Latin, okay? What I was thinking is, because after that 30 days, I then will spend the next 5 weeks traveling to Hong Kong, Shanghai, Weifang, and then after that, I will actually go to Korea, and then I'll go back to China. So we've got like some massive fucking plans happening, okay? I was thinking, I don't know, it depends if the 30 days thing happened, that maybe I could do some crazy like Anki challenge with Chinese, where it's like, I don't know, try learn 100 words in a day with Chinese and see how crazily big an Anki deck can get within 30 days. And then obviously while I'm over in China, I wouldn't be adding new cards really, I'd just be reviewing what I've got. But like that could be...
Eu entendi que ele vai... Desafio de 30 dias. Só que eu não entendi se a esposa dele foi pra Hong Kong, não sei o quê, ou ele vai fazer essa viagem. Entendeu? Eu me perdi aqui. Mesmo olhando no vídeo, eu me perdi.
That could be something insane that I could try for that 30 days, or it could be something totally unrelated to Chinese. But I figured if I'm going to go to China, but I should probably do something with Chinese, right? Or I could do something with Korean. But like, I'm not going to learn anything of value realistically in 30 days for Korean, so it'd just be a waste of my time. But anyway, that's...
Ah, entendi. Ele quer fazer 30 dias de Chinese, de China. Chinês, né? Porque ele aprende chinês, ele aprende espanhol, mas não vai ser 30 dias de espanhol no Anki, vai ser no chinês. Porque ele vai estar lá já, né?
What's happening, that's what's coming up, and I kind of wanted to share with you guys. And by God, look at this. Fucking hell, I have bags under my eyes. I don't know why. I got some good sleep last night.
Tem
That
que
makes no
dormir, meu
sense.
amigo.
Okay, so that's the first thing that's happening. And I guess now,
Diz que ele dormiu muito nessa noite e isso não faz sentido.
it's cold out here. You guys made me come out in the morning, so you get a nice pretty background. We're going to do some Chinese production practice. Now, funnily enough, let me just open up this deck, okay? So this Chinese deck that I set up in here, I showed it off in my members video, because I got videos, well, vlog videos, which I do for members as well. So like, I think at the moment so the schedule I've kind of set up is I do 2 vlogs publicly, and then 1 for members, and then 2 public, and then 1 for members. But anyway, I showed this deck in my members section, and one of my members, who's Chocolate Chinese Gaming, he noticed something a little bit odd within it. So like, he actually went and checked through my entire deck. Like he said, hey, you can just send me your Chinese deck, and I'll check that, like everything in there is, you know, above board, it's good. And he checked through it, gave me some corrections, so that's good. Now I've added a bunch more cards, so there's probably a bunch more that are wrong in here, but like, anyway, I have been reading the comments about, you know, some cards might sound a little bit strange to certain regions and stuff, but like, it is funny how things aren't necessarily wrong, but you know, they could be said better in different ways. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out, that I do take that type of feedback and work with it. It is annoying when you practice something and then you find out later on it's not like the best way of saying something, because you're like, God damn it, now I gotta undo all that work, okay? but it can also be very regional. Holy shit, man, look at this, the snails are out in force. Bro, these guys are fucking, they're slivering a trail all over my goddamn wall. Anyway, today is a work day, so let's get into this, let's get it done. And we're gonna start with this first one. So, 今天我想录我的 Lingo Pi 系列的第6期视频，但是这次我想用中文来录这个视频。That one, man, that one always gets me. You know, I hear my own mistakes every now and then at the moment. By the way, if you're wondering what sentences I'm practicing, because it's hard to just like randomly come up with bespoke sentences to practice, I imagine that I'm actually doing my Lingo Pi video in Chinese. So pretty much that's what I do. I try to do an entire vlog in the language, even if I don't publish it. Like, my plans is eventually to do a Lingo Pi video in Chinese, but even if I don't publish it, I like to just like pick a topic and build sentences around that. So like, here's another one, like literally related to that. So 今天我很开心，因为我终于可以发布我的 Lingo Pi 的第6期视频了. By the way, that is just, I'm very happy because I can finally publish my 6th Lingo Pi video. So this one here, okay, so this is actually a comment that I wrote. So I wrote the comment.
Ah, ele fez um card pra treinar pro vídeo dele de Lingo Pi, que ele vai falar totalmente em chinês. Se eu não me engano.
And then I went and got AI to check it, and it made some corrections, and I thought those corrections were good. Again, it may not be perfect, there may be mistakes, and if you're a native, you can always let me know. So, 我已看到你把那些鸡干掉. So, 我已看到你把那些鸡干掉. 我一下子就想起来，我小时候玩 The Legend of Zelda 的时候. So this is a sentence I literally added just yesterday because I wrote this comment just yesterday. And it's basically, I said, as soon as I saw you kill those chickens, I immediately thought about when I was younger playing The Legend of Zelda. Because if you guys have ever played that game, Legend of Zelda, don't mess with the fucking chickens, man. They will annihilate you. So I'm just going to keep doing this now.
Eu tenho vídeo jogando Zelda também aí no canal. Foi meia hora tentando passar da primeiro lugar ali, onde tá o bando do Link ali, e eu não consegui sair. Eu fiz o escudo, se eu não me engano, e eu não fiz a espada, não consegui entender. Mas eu sou doido. Quase consegui passar. Também nunca mais tentei, né? Tá aqui no meu computador. Vale a tentativa novamente.
For the next goddamn, probably 30 minutes. Just straight up production practice in the morning, but it's nice and cold and I'm feeling it on the top of my head. By the way, guys, if you like these vlogs, don't forget to sub to the damn channel. Lots of people watch the vlogs and they don't actually sub. Okay, so I have just finished my production practice for the morning. God damn, the sun just came out and...
Gostei muito desse muro aí de ferragem, sei lá. Esse portão gigantesco.
Cake me in your vitamin D. Yes, that is one of the reasons why I'm out here, to try and get some sunlight in, because I am a programmer. Okay, it is 8:21 in the morning. You're probably not going to be able to see this. No, it is black. Yeah, it's a black screen. So it's 8:21 in the morning. The plan is now to go make me some breakfast, feed the cats. Oh my god, look at this one right here. You guys ready?
Tá, tomar café e alimentar os gatos. Feed the cats.
Check it out. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Huh? What you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Also, another thing is I'm planning, because I just literally noticed just then, to buy an actual stabilizer for my camera, because like I'm holding it in my hand and every single little bump the camera's just like brah, brah. So that's what I will be doing for my trip to China and then Korea, so that when I'm vlogging over there, because yes, I will be vlogging.
É isso, é ele, provavelmente a esposa também, né? Lógico. Mas é ele que vai viajar, não viajou. Vai viajar pra China e vai passar na Coreia também.
Vlogging, and I'll still be learning languages. I'll be doing both things. I can, you know, not shake the hell out of you guys and make you all, like, sick. Okay, so for breakfast today, we're going to be having sausages and eggs.
Bom, hein?
Breakfast is served and calories counted. I'll be skipping lunch today. I've just finished breakfast and now we are going to start on my work day, where I do work and not languages. Because languages is my job. Okay, so lunch has just officially hit. It is currently 12:05. And
Agora você vê a diferença do work e do job, né? O work é o salário dele fixo ali, questão de trabalho ou carteira work. O job é meio que pode ser que seja só um passatempo. Não que. Você entendeu? Não vou ficar justificando toda hora.
The plan now
Ele é programador de games, cara. Nossa, muito legal. Começa a trabalhar 9 horas da manhã. Que delícia, hein?
is I'm actually going to watch the next episode. So this is episode 7 in this series from Chocolate Chinese Gaming, which is titled I Suspect Mia Cheated and the Dollhouse, It Gets Worse. So up until this point, I've pretty much only done the Chinese production practice in the morning, and now I'll spend the next hour watching this and then I'll be back to work. But one thing I did want to talk a little bit about was, in a recent vlog, I spoke about the fact that Stuart J. Raj actually, in a conversation with me, said that he's willing to help me improve my pronunciation of Spanish. Okay, so like basically we would do, you know, targeted practice on the specific sounds of that language. And I wanted to know all your feedback, and like everyone in the comments section, almost everyone, like 90% of people in the comments section were like, yeah, do it, bro, just do it. Go improve your Spanish, you know, get your sounds down pat, all that good stuff, and then just continue on with your challenge, but, you know, having improved that one aspect. However, there were a few people who are supporters or proponents of ALG who were like, no, bro, don't do this, you know, keep going. And the conversations revolved around like how long I need to keep going for me to be able to see my accent improve. And like there was different types of like, you know, recommendations or statements, and people saying, oh, it might take you 2,000, you know, 2,000 plus hours. And it's just like, if it's going to take me 2,000 hours, like is that just, I'm guessing that's just for the accent side of things, that's what they're saying. But I'm kind of thinking at this stage, just for now, I will continue until the next 50-hour update, doing what I've been doing with Spanish so far, okay? Then at the next 50-hour update, I'm going to reassess the situation about what I should do. I'm really borderline at the moment, and the only reason I'm borderline is because I kind of want to get to 1,500 hours using the pure method, so that it's almost like a nicely wrapped, clean series showing the whole roadmap. But at the same time, I don't think accent-wise there's going to be any difference by that point. Yeah, that's literally my thoughts on the matter. It's almost pure for a series thing at this point, but at the same time, I have seen a lot of comments where people are like, you know, Evil Deer, we're kind of sick of hearing about ALG. And about, you know, for those who don't know what that is, it's Automatic Language Growth Method. We're kind of sick of hearing about this. We just want you to speak Spanish well. And it's such a hard thing because, like, in some ways, I do just want to work on it so that people stop thinking I'm just shit at Spanish. And in another way, I do want to wrap up this series nicely, closing at 1,500 hours using the pure method. I've gone so far already. I'm approaching rapidly, you know, 1,050 hours. Like, where am I at, actually? Like, look at this. I'm at 1,125 hours. I'm literally halfway to the next Dreaming Spanish update. But realistically, I also need to focus more on reading. Oh, I never got a reply from...
Mano, é muitas horas aí. 1.125 horas.
Pablo, Dreaming Spanish, about, you know, how much reading is required or anything like that. So, I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll get a reply, but at this point I haven't heard anything back. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm going to go do this Chinese now. Then once work wraps up, I need to actually go do some shopping. So you guys will be coming along with me. And then I'll be practicing my Chinese and Spanish probably on that walk. You having fun over there, Crepusco? Huh? Uh-oh. We got Kato rapidly approaching. I sense combat. Okay, so I'm just taking a quick break from work and I'll be back up there within about 5 minutes, and I just figured I'll quickly come out here in the backyard, hang out with the cats a bit, and talk about languages again. Okay, so today what I want to talk about is like the differences between Chinese and Spanish, because every time I talk about Chinese, there will be, you know, a couple of comments always about, you know, my current level of Chinese and how they like to do comparisons with my current level of Spanish, I guess. And realistically, when it comes to Spanish, I have very little capability to actually even speak this language to any degree. I'm actually only able to like spit out kind of set phrases regarding common gaming topics at the moment. But people still like to do comparisons because obviously there's a battle out there that's going between the traditional learners in a lot of ways and those who are like full on the ALG train. And, you know, this is a great way to just compare with one person. The problem obviously is that you can't really compare Spanish with Chinese in most instances, because like Spanish is an easy language when you're comparing it to all languages naturally derived that you can go out and learn. Okay, for an English speaker, it is essentially one of the easiest languages to learn, while Mandarin Chinese for an English learner is essentially one of the hardest languages you can learn. So trying to do a cross comparison between my Spanish and my Chinese, that's a bad idea, because like I've got, 1,000 approaching, 150 hours of Spanish, okay, and 1,500 hours of Mandarin Chinese. Like if you were to compare that, you have to remember that Mandarin Chinese is like somewhere, I don't know how to like scale it, but like you're looking at thousands of hours of Mandarin Chinese equal to 1,000 hours of Spanish. Like the effort that you have to put in, which also leads into another topic, because I obviously put out a lot of videos where I speak language.
Então, assim como o espanhol é mais fácil para falante inglês, é mais fácil para falante em português. Então, é por isso que eu quero estudar espanhol quando eu tiver já um nível melhor de inglês. E porque também é uma das línguas mais faladas no mundo, né? Inglês, espanhol. Aí, lógico, tem mandarim, tem árabe. Mas, enfim, tá muito mais perto da minha realidade o espanhol.
I've got like 600 in Esperanto plus, okay? And then now I've got a fair few where I'm gaming in Mandarin Chinese and even doing crosstalk in Spanish. And because I have so much content out there, obviously people can, dig into my abilities with these 3 different languages and, critique me in different ways, and that's perfectly fine. But I think what I have noticed is that when it comes to languages on YouTube, okay, you generally see people at 1 or 2 states. Either they're like right at the very beginning, or they're fluent, or they're feigning fluency. You don't see many people who show you like the halfway point or the quarter mile mark, like there's not many people who have that. So I am, for example, 1,500 hours of Chinese, and I am an intermediate speaker of the language, which is obviously not as impressive as a fluent speaker of the language, but this is what you can expect after putting that much time into the language using most methods out there, okay? Like, I'm not going to try claim that I'm the best learner in the world or the worst learner in the world, but realistically, this is what you can expect after that many hours. And if you dig into the numbers, you can see, for example, that in the ALG subreddit, there's people who are doing, Mandarin Chinese at 1,500 hours, and their comprehension is similar to my own. I've even done reactions to them, but obviously they don't have ability to speak or read. And then there was like recently a post on Reddit from someone who did 27,000 words in Anki in 1 year for Mandarin Chinese. And you read that post and it's just absolutely insane what they were doing. They were doing 8 hours plus a day, 8 to 12 hours a day of Mandarin Chinese, okay, to get that 27,000 words and get them to fluent.
Não, 8 horas por dia em chinês é loucura. Deixa eu só ver o número, se ele falou quantidade de horas, sem ser a horas diárias.
Like recently a post on Reddit from someone who did 27,000 words in Anki in 1 year for Mandarin.
Tá, ele conseguiu 27 mil palavras no Anki. Lógico que é frase, né? 27 mil palavras no Anki em um ano.
In Chinese. And you read that post and it's just absolutely insane what they were doing. They were doing 8 hours plus a day, 8 to 12 hours a day of Mandarin Chinese, okay?
8 a 12 horas de mandarim chinês mandarim. Eu acho que vocês não estão conseguindo ver, mas eu abri o calculador aqui só para 27 mil dividido por 365. Nossa, 74 palavras por dia. 73,97. Tá doido.
To get that 27,000 words and get them to fluency. And if you calculate that, you're looking at 2,000 plus hours. So it's like, wow, that's fucking impressive. This person did it within 1 year. But that's why I always talk about hours, because if you have the time available and you can squish more hours into a day, you can look like you're a faster learner when realistically you're not. Now, this is not me shitting on that person or even on the ALG people, okay? This is just me saying, like, at the end of the day, very few people record the journey, and unless you're putting an insane amount of hours into that journey every single day, progression will be slow, especially for a language like Chinese. But then again, even for a language like Spanish, it's just like it's going to be way more slow for Mandarin Chinese. But at the end of the day, me personally, I'm not concerned about, you know, where I will be with Spanish in 5 years or Chinese in 5 years or anything like that, because I know that I will keep putting in the hours and eventually I will get there, just as I did with Esperanto. It's like once you've done it once,
É o que eu acho também. Eu só coloquei a meta de 365 dias para chegar no B2 para ser mais atrativo e eu ter um foco maior. Mas, mano, se não chegar ao B2, eu vou fazer de tudo para chegar, tá, gente? Mas se não chegar também, vamos continuar movendo, porque é isso que eu quero, velho. Eu vou ficar fluente nessa merda. Então não importa. Se vai demorar 1 ano, 2 anos, 3 anos, é isso, vai dar certo. Ah, mas se eu começasse com 15 anos, não existe se não, se é o caralho, se já foi. Não existe esse, ai, se eu começasse. Não, eu tô com 25 anos, vou fazer 25 anos, então não existe essa de voltar aos 15 pra fazer o negócio, pô.
you know it's just a matter of time and just, you know, dedication and effort. That's pretty much it.
Well, 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 what do we have here hiding among the weeds? You enjoying yourself? Sitting in there?
Tem um ditado muito bom, se minha avó tivesse 2 rodas, seria uma bicicleta. Então esse e se não existe. Tem um outro mais pesado, mas não vou falar aqui com vocês.
Huh? You gonna jump over the fence again? Kata.
Eu vou ter que pegar um gato pra mim. Minha mulher gosta.
Oh my god, look, this is the laziest cat I've ever seen.
Okay, guys, I've just officially finished work. As you can see, I've locked my computer. It's 5:10.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. É 8 horas diárias. Das 9 às 5. Deve ser menos, eu não sei quantas horas de almoço, né?
What I'm going to do now is probably just straight up 2 hours of Chinese. I actually kind of feel in the mood to do Chinese, but it's actually it can't be exactly straight because I'm going to have to do an hour of Chinese, then I'm going to have to go shopping, which means I'll probably do some Spanish while I'm on the walk, and then when I come back I'll finish off the Chinese. That's the plans. Actually, no, I don't need to do that. I only need to do 1 hour of Chinese because I have a Chinese lesson tonight. See, I got this shit planned. Okay. So then that means I only need to do the Spanish and the 1 hour of Chinese. Okay, let's go. Okay, so it turns out the wife don't want to go to the supermarket today because I don't know why. So instead, we're just going to continue with my Chinese and I'm going to have my dinner. What the fuck is this disgusting green looking thing right here? This is a spinach wrap with a sausage in it because I'm currently burning the fuck out of my calories to rapidly lose weight. I know I'm going to hear so many comments about that down in the comment section, but I got a plan, my boys. I got a plan. You all hear about it in the future, trust me.
E ele falou que ele ia ficar mais fitness mesmo uns vídeos pra trás, né? Uns vídeos, muitos meses pra trás ele tinha falado. Quando ele tava naquela cabana lá com o irmão dele.
Okay, grinders, I'm fucking out on the street listening to some Spanish podcast on Dreaming Spanish. Why the fuck is my camera my camera is like zooming in on a fucking tree. Does that look like a face to you? Really? Does that look like a face to you? Anyway, whatever. So I'm out here just listening to a podcast. I literally just finished my Chinese. 2 hours done. And I forgot that I actually have a Chinese lesson tonight. So I'm actually going to do 3 hours today. Plus the production practice. Bro, I smashed it to fucking... I'm just on point fucking today. But Spanish, that's where it's at for the next few hours. You might be wondering where's the missus at. She's at home laughing her fucking ass off on the phone with her friend. Something's happened at work and she's just like, go without me. This is too fucking funny. And I was like, okay, well, I guess that's the way it is. Anyway... Let's get this shit done.
Okay, as you can see, we're 35 minutes into this podcast, and I am currently out here on some random... Oh, I'm out the front of a school, filming. Well, that doesn't look suspicious at all.
So I'm currently 35 minutes into doing my Spanish for the day. I've just been wandering the black, dark streets of Sydney, and I actually filmed this clip already once, and then I realized I'm at the front of a school. Doesn't look suspicious at all. Bald white guy at nighttime filming outside of a school. What could go wrong?
Okay, so I'm on the
Pouquinho
way home
errado.
now. I've almost finished 1 hour of Dreaming Spanish, literally just via their podcast. I think I'm like 10 minutes off now. Hey guys, let us know down in the comment section what you're doing, okay? Because I notice like I'm always sharing my updates. I don't see none of you guys sharing your updates. Obviously, I've got a section in my Discord for that called The Grind, but a lot of you guys aren't in the Discord, and if you need to, keep yourself in check, feel free to do that down in the comment section. Also, for those asking about my fitness journey, well, it's technically started already, okay? So at the moment, my goal is just to slowly work up to 20,000 steps a day. Remember, I have a lower back issue, I gotta be careful. And then when I'm overseas, I know me and my wife will definitely walk 20,000 steps a day, no problem. And then when I come back, we have actually purchased a full-on gym system. Like I'm talking, it's got full pulleys, it's got full weights, it's got the whole goddamn lot, okay? And it should arrive by the time I am back from China. And that's when we go hard, boys. That's when Fitness Deer comes out. Okay, well, I just got home and the wife was in the other room and she just randomly yells out to me as I was heading up the stairs. She goes, "Hey, my friend says we should go to Disneyland in Shanghai, but I don't think that's a good idea. That's probably just for kids, right?" And I was like, "We should go." I so want to go to Disney.
A esposa dela falou que a amiga dela disse que tem um negócio de Disney em Xangai. E falou assim, pô, mas deve ser coisa de criança, né? Aí ele, Essa cara de maluco dele.
I'm such a child. Okay, as you can see, the Chinese is done. I just wanted to show this to you guys as kind of like, I don't know, evidence. Look, I'm actually doing my hours, guys. And I've even got a little spreadsheet over here where I track it
Eu tenho uma
also.
planilha dessa, assim. Bem mais simples, né? Mas é por causa dele.
I've got like 35 minutes of production practice, the 128 minutes is there. And then I plan obviously to do a 60-minute lesson, which would be the Lingo Pi tutoring tonight. Actually, I need to double check that time. 11 p.m.
Deixa eu até ver como que tá a planilha
Practice, the
dele.
128 minutes is there. And then I plan obviously to do a 60-minute lesson, which would be the Lingo Pi tutoring tonight. Actually, I need to
Enk Review, Senta Seminar, George Self-Talking, CI. Ah, ele colocou mais específico agora. Falar sozinho, comprehensible input. Aí sim.
double check that time. 11 p.m. Damn, I'm going to be up until midnight. Oh well. It is what it is. And apart from that, Dreaming Spanish, let's just go back in. I was obviously doing this while walking and we are at currently 53 minutes done. Now, what I'm actually going to do is go have a shower because after that walk I'm a little bit sweaty. So we'll go do that. Then I might just watch a movie for a little bit and then I'll finish off the last hour of Dreaming Spanish. So boys, girls, and everything in between, are you ready? Let's do this. Okay, so we're pretty much at the end of today, at least filming wise. I still have a lesson later tonight, but I'm not going to film that because, well, by the time I finish, it will be midnight, and obviously I won't have time to organize this video. I have 1 hour left of Spanish, and I'm going to try out a new TV series which is called Stitches, which is it called Stitches? Yeah, Stitches or something, I don't know. But apparently it's dubbed into Spanish. I'm going to give that a shot, see how it goes. If I don't like it, I don't know. I should do some reading today, but I'm a little bit tired now. Don't really feel like it. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you all in the next video. Right now, my cats are literally fighting at my feet. And, well, thank you for turning off the light, babe. I very appreciate that. My wife just walked into the room, turned off the light on. Just randomly turning off the light on me while I'm filming. Okay, yeah. I'll see you all next video. And if you're not there, well then, the next time you turn off the light, I'll be in the shadows waiting.
Sai fora, rapaz. A esposa dele, quando ele tava finalizando o vídeo, apagou a luz. Mas enfim, ó. Esse tipo de vídeo eu acho muito importante ele fazer. Que ele mostra a rotina dele. Porque aí fica, em vez de ficar na teoria, fica na prática também, ó. Eu faço isso, isso e isso. Tem dias que eu faço menos, tem dias que eu faço mais. Mas é isso, isso e isso. Não tem muito segredo. Mas enfim, let's go! Dia 202, hein? Tamo junto, rapaz.